World Water Day. Our top focus today comes from the heart of Mexico's northern state of Coahuila, where the ancient oasis of Cuatro Ciénegas finds itself on the brink of an ecological crisis. Alfalfa plants have swayed under a thin veil of mist in Coahuila, a testament to the region's centuries-old agricultural tradition. This crop, which is crucial for feeding Mexico's livestock, has thrived here under the watchful spray of towering irrigation equipment.
Cuatro Ciénegas es único en el planeta.
By itself, this place stored the biodiversity from what was once a boiling hot planet over 3,000 million years, when the world was orange. These microbes that created communities called microbial mats survived in Cuatro Ciénegas as communities. Every layer tells us the metabolic history of our planet.
This agricultural success story has cast a shadow over the ancient oasis, which is the great Chihuahuan Desert's most vital wetland and geological marvel. Scientists have long studied this oasis to gain insight into the Earth's origins, climate change, and even the possibilities of life on Mars. Its unique ecosystems, home to species unseen elsewhere, face an unprecedented threat. The demand for water in dairy farming, especially from the nearby city of Torreon, has drained the lifeblood of the oasis, with over 6,000 hectares of fodder crops needing irrigation annually. The ancient pools and lagoons that cover this landscape have diminished alarmingly. Farmers who once cultivated a diverse array of crops have seen their water access dwindle. This has forced them to scale down operations significantly. The Mexican Institute of Water Technology has reported a staggering loss of about 40% of the surface pools and lagoons since 1985. This is the result of a 400% increase in water extractions over the past 25 years without a comprehensive recovery plan. Scientists warn of catastrophic damage to this unique ecological treasure. A Guatemalan river known for its high percentage of contamination has become a health risk. A recent revelation has brought to light the dire conditions of a river overwhelmed by the city's waste. The Las Vegas River, once part of Guatemala's natural beauty, now carries a heavy burden. Data from the hydroelectric reveals a shocking reality. Approximately 60% of the river's composition is attributed to sewage and rubbish from Guatemala City. This contamination not only hampers the river's flow but has also destroyed its aquatic life.
Enfermedades más hongos.
Diseases, fungus. That's what you get on your feet.
En los pies.
Fungus, and on your hands too, because you put your hands in it and it causes something on your hands. Fungus and colds too.
Sí, es lo que da. Y resfríos, va. Sí.
Despite the efforts of various organizations to stem the tide of waste reaching the sea, the overwhelming volume of rubbish presents a difficult challenge. Their work, crucial yet strained, highlights the urgent need for systemic solutions.
Hoy por hoy es un río que la gente lo da por muerto.
Las Vegas is a river known as the drainage for the city and many other villages along the river.
De la ciudad y de muchos otros.
So it has been assumed that it is polluted and that there is nothing to be done for it. And no, there are initiatives that can lead to an improvement and recovery of this river.
The plight of the Las Vegas River doesn't end at its banks. Its waters meet with the Motagua River, carrying the pollution to the Atlantic Ocean. The Ocean Cleanup Organization has pointed out that 2% of the world's oceanic plastic emissions can be traced back to the Motagua River. The situation at the Las Vegas River is a reminder of the interconnectedness of our environmental actions and their far-reaching impact. According to the United Nations World Water Development Report 2023, around 2 billion people worldwide do not have access to clean drinking water. It draws attention to an imminent water emergency that the world may be headed towards. One man in India is creating a silent impact in this space. He has made his life's mission to clean and rejuvenate water bodies, one pond at a time. Today, on the World Water Day, WION's Anushri Bhaumik brings you the story of Ramveer Tanwar, who is popularly known as the Pond Man of India. Watch this special story.
मेरा जो बचपन है वो तालाबों के इर्द गिर्द ही गुजरा है, क्योंकि मुझे याद है जब भी मैं स्कूल से छुट्टी होकर घर आता था तो मेरा यही काम था कि सारी भैंसों को ले जाके जंगल में घास चराना है और खुद भी स्कूल का होमवर्क तालाब के किनारे बैठना है। वहीं पे मैं तालाबों के आसपास मैं खेला हूँ। लेकिन जैसे जैसे उम्र गुजरी, स्कूल से कॉलेज की तरफ गया तो महसूस होता चला गया कि कहीं ना कहीं इन तालाबों की हालत ख़राब होती जा रही है, कहीं ना कहीं वो एक तरह से मरते जा रहे हैं। तो तब दिमाग में आता था कि अगर कभी मौका मिलेगा तो मैं इनके लिए कुछ करूँगा। मेरा नाम रामवीर तंवर है, लोग मुझे पॉन्ड मैन के नाम से भी जानते हैं और मेरा काम है मर चुके या खराब हो चुके तालाबों को फिर से जिंदा करने का। कॉलेज में था तो वो एक ड्रीम था कि एक दिन मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में जॉब करनी है, लेकिन जब लग गई तो तब पता चला कि जो बचपन में सपने संजोए थे, जो अंदर ही अंदर कहीं ना कहीं टारगेट सेट किए थे, वो पीछे रह गए अभी एक जॉब के कारण। तो मैं सिर्फ 2 साल जॉब कर पाया। 2 साल के बाद फिर से मुझे वो चीज़ें रिकॉल होने लगी कि कुछ तो नेचर के लिए करना पड़ेगा, कुछ उन तालाबों के लिए करना चाहिए जिनके साथ मेरे बचपन जुड़ा हुआ है। तो मैंने 2 साल के बाद वो जॉब क्विट कर दिया। फिर मैंने अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन 2020 में रजिस्टर कराई और तब से फिर मैं फुल टाइम इसमें काम कर रहा हूँ। नहीं भी दोगे क्योंकि वो उसके तो लिखतम पढ़तम वाला हिसाब है। जल चौपाल एक इनिशिएटिव है जिसको हम वाटर मीटिंग भी बोल सकते हैं और इसका उद्देश्य है कि हम तालाबों की बात करें, लोगों के बीच जाके पानी की बात करें, ताकि वो महसूस कर सके किस तरह से हमारी जो नेचुरल वाटर बॉडीज हैं वो ख़त्म होती जा रही है। अगर उनको महसूस नहीं होगा तो शायद वो हमारे काम में सहयोग भी नहीं करेंगे। ये जौली तालाब है जिसमें आप देख सकते हैं कि अभी साफ़ सफाई और खुदाई का काम चल रहा है। इसका मकसद ये है कि इसकी वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी को हम बढ़ाना चाहते हैं। इससे पहले भी इसमें काफ़ी काम हो चुका है, जैसे इसकी वाटर हाइसिन पूरी निकाली गई थी, इसमें पूरा डीवीडिंग किया गया, डी वाटरिंग किया गया था ऑलरेडी। फिर जो एक तालाब के एक हिस्से को एक फिल्ट्रेशन चैम्बर की तरह यूज किया जाएगा, ताकि अगर गांव में गंदा पानी भी आता है तो ये हिस्सा उस तालाब को साफ़ करने के लिए यूज किया जाएगा। पानी पहले छोटे तालाब में जाएगा, वहाँ साफ़ होगा, फिर बड़े तालाब में जाएगा। तो ये एक टेक्निक है कि कैसे तालाब को लॉन्ग टाइम के लिए हम सस्टेनेबल बना पाएंगे। ये जो मेरे पीछे आप तालाब देख रहे हैं, ये गाजियाबाद उत्तर प्रदेश का भटजन तालाब है। इसको पिछले 6 महीने में रिस्टोर किया गया है और रिस्टोरेशन के साथ साथ इसमें चारों तरफ फेंसिंग का काम है, प्लांटेशन का काम है और पेड़ों से यहाँ पे काफ़ी फ़ायदा, चाहे वो इकोलॉजी को भी होता है, गांव वालों को भी होता है। यहाँ पे हमेशा धूप में लोग आके बैठ भी सकते हैं। यहाँ पे उसी के कारण है कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे पक्षी भी आपको दिखाई देंगे और इस तरह के हम पूरे देश में 6 राज्यों में हम 85 से ज़्यादा तालाबों पे अभी काम कर चुके हैं। वैसे तो हमें पानी की याद वर्ल्ड वाटर डे के दिन ज़्यादा आती है, लेकिन हमें ये भी नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि हमारी थाली में जो आज एक गिलास पानी रखा है वो भी किसी न किसी तालाब, नदी या कुएं से रिचार्ज होकर हमारे ग्राउंड वाटर में पहुंचता है, उसके बाद वो हमारे गिलास तक पहुंचता है। तो यदि हमें ऐसे ही साफ़ पानी और स्पेशली इतने साफ़ पानी का आनंद लेना है तो हमें अपने तालाबों को, झीलों को, वेटलैंड्स को बचाए रखना होगा।
The Great Barrier Reef and other reefs are bleaching due to climate change. And now scientists in Thailand are struggling to regrow dying coral. And they are rushing to do so as the temperatures during this season are favorable for breeding. Just 10 feet under the surface of the sea off the coast of Thailand, scuba divers watch as billions of pink specks rise from the ocean floor. These specks are sperm and eggs released by coral in parts of a spawning cycle. Now, the spawning phenomenon, which happens only once each year, is triggered by cues from the lunar cycle, water temperature, tide and current. The country's coral reefs, which are eroding due to rising seawater temperatures brought on by climate change. Scientists from Thailand's Department of Marine and Coastal Resources in scuba gear have been waiting for this movement. They are gathering the coral sperm and eggs, which will be taken back to the laboratory to nurture. They will be nurtured until they are mature enough to be returned to the sea to repopulate the reef. According to marine biologist Thiripon, the eggs and sperm must be mixed immediately to prevent inbreeding. This is done under a red light which simulates moonlight. A delay could lead to a decrease in the fertilization rate, and after 72 hours, the successfully fertilized eggs are transferred to earthenware tiles, where they will continue to grow.
So earlier, while we were waiting, we saw that coral releasing the eggs. We waited for a while for them to keep spawning before we started collecting the eggs in a plastic box. So now we have to urgently head to the facility to mix the eggs from different colonies. I was really excited. This is the first time for me to see it happen. I was quite out of breath as I used a lot of air in the process.
The coral breeding effort, a part of a restoration project launched by Thailand's government, began in 2016, aiming to stave off further degradation of coral reefs. After nearly 8 years, the project remains at an experimental stage, and Thai scientists are measuring their success by referencing similar experiments conducted in other countries, such as Australia and the Caribbean.
If our home or natural habitats are healthy, we'll see an increase in the number of marine animals. This in turn will be beneficial to the fishing industry, as there will be more marine life to catch, and it has to be done legally. However, if the reefs face degradation, the fish population will be depleted, marine life decreases, and it will definitely impact fishing, because there will be fewer animals to catch.
The United Nations Development Programme is broadcasting a weather forecast from the future, hoping to drive climate action. The broadcasting campaign is a part of UNDP's efforts to inspire public conversation and mobilize action on climate change on the road to the COP30 climate negotiations to be held in Brazil 2025. Our next report gets you more on this. Take a look.
I'm Maya with a very special weather report. From up there to down here, everything is crazy. If we don't listen to scientists, things are going to be even crazier when I grow up. Let's look at the forecast for 2050. Heat waves will affect 94% of children, making playing outside a thing of the past. And disasters cost taxpayers almost $6 trillion. My parents hate taxes, but don't worry, there's still a chance of clear skies. Right now, clean energy systems are moving in from the east to the west, creating tons of cool jobs. Going to the satellite, it looks like a high-pressure system of grown-ups could still move in and protect kids from this avalanche of really bad stuff. We'll keep you posted as we track if adults stop wasting time and fix this totally solvable problem. Because it's not just a weather report to us, it's our future.
All right, viewers, that's a wrap on this edition of Climate Tracker. Stay with us for more global news.